my goodness. Hello, world. What is up? Welcome to Build. I'm your host, Matt Forte, and we are here live at the Build Studio in New York City. Our next guest is a comedian, producer, writer, and host of the ridiculously popular live mobile game show, HQ Trivia. Odds are you've not only seen the show, but you've been a contestant, and if you've played as much as I have, there's a good chance he owes you at least 27 cents. I'm not only excited to talk to him, but I intend to collect. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Scott Rogowsky is in the building. How about that? We excited? I'm excited. We're going to bring him out in just a second, but first, I believe we got a video highlighting some of the past year's big moments on HQ Trivia. So let's go ahead and run that clip.
Hey, man.
I'm trying to do the thing here. Hold on.
Yeah, listen, it's great to have you here, but we're live.
That's a wrap, Scott. Well, this is live, Scott. Go with it.
It is about to go down.
And here's my pitch for you, all right, Mark? An app where you answer questions to win cash. What do you think?
I think it's the best idea ever.
This is remarkable.
HQ is crazy!
If you've never played HQ Trivia before, where have you been?
With all 2.3 million plus of you.
Guys ready? All right, here we go.
Listen up, boo-boos.
National Park Trivia Night. The true Harry heads. It's Wizarding World Trivia Night. It's Gaming Trivia Night presented by Miller Lite. Emmy Night Trivia presented by Target. What is up with Nike and HQ?
Can you just please get to the rules already?
12 questions, ranging from as easy as eating cookies to as hard as not eating cookies.
You get one right, you keep going. You get one wrong, you go scream at your family.
Look, Blake, you interrupted my intro right here.
Are people watching this?
Yeah, a lot of people. 1.4 million.
Let's take it again. All right, here we go. 3, 2, you don't have to give me action. I always self-action myself.
I am catch me if you can, unless you can run.
Your oatmeal guru.
AKA Gucci Dwayne.
Bodega Boys in the building, you know what it is.
And welcome to HQ.
Our prize tonight is $250,000. $100,000.
$300,000.
Yes, sir, Rihanna. It's a smash and grab job. Anne Hathaway? Aquafina?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, everyone, it's me, the Chevy guy.
Oh, hi, Alicia Silverstone.
Very popular with the Academy. How dare
So you know what that means then, right?
You gonna bring the hurt, Bert?
No, I'm not gonna hurt anybody.
Let's get this show on the road.
Yeah, baby! Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this.
That's my song,
Kelly Clarkson.
Me, Christy Yamaguchi.
Boys in the hood, they always home.
Oh, yes, they are. Boys in the Hood is your answer here. Hey, Google, how do you say Merry Christmas in Spanish?
Feliz Navidad.
Oh, there's one. An enchanted ball called the Snitch. I'm not sweating profusely.
Just a little bit.
And here we are now.
Yes. That is the Gordon Ramsay special right here.
No!
I'm an idiot sandwich! Are these savage questions by any chance?
Oh, yeah, they're savage as they get.
We just lost 400,000.
Oh, no!
Give it to him. We lost over half of you right there.
Savage question! Savage question! Hey!
What if nobody wins?
One lucky winner will be driving off in a brand new Chevy Silverado. Go crazy. Now that's a prize that money can't buy. $20,000.
Parents must be very proud.
You winners, baby! Yes.
Whoa! Oh, this is so dope!
Good night, school. Good night, school.
I like it.
Oh, this is really not what I was expecting.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. The great Scott Rogowsky.
Oh, hello. I'm still getting that slime out of my hair.
You're still coming? Yeah, you're still finding
6
it, huh?
months later, yeah.
It's like sand from the beach.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just always with you.
When I hang out with Mark Summers, that's what happens.
Yeah, well, that's the price you pay, but I think it's worth it, is it not?
Absolutely. Yeah, that was just, I love watching all those past shows. I mean, it's incredible to think about what we've accomplished in a year.
Yeah, we're going to talk a lot about that. I'm excited to get into just how much you guys have done and seen. First of all, congratulations on all of that. But I wrote down a couple of things that were recently some accolades here. Time called you one of the 25 most influential people on the internet.
Yeah, with Kanye West and Donald Trump. So good company.
Yeah, you're keeping good company. Yeah. And then Time Out New York labeled you one of the 2018 New Yorkers of the Year.
Right.
Which That's. Do you feel a weird responsibility with that one? You are one of the New Yorkers.
New Yorkers of the year. Do I have to buy everyone a hot dog now?
That's what I'm saying.
Is that what? How does this work? What happens? Well, that was nice. I'm on the opposite spread with AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. So I have to run for office now. I think is what has to happen.
That's exactly what comes.
I'm ready for it. Should I do it?
They vote in real time, don't they?
Yeah. Primaries. Should I enter?
Throw your hat in the ring.
I'll be 35 when I take office, so it works.
There we go. It works out perfectly. I feel like everyone's doing that right now, so you might as well announce your candidate.
Howard Schultz, Starbucks CEO, wants to run.
That's right. And you guys are pretty much the same guy.
You know, I prefer Duncan, but no.
I got that vibe. Can I tell you something? I got that vibe from you that you were a Duncan guy.
Blue collar.
Through and through.
Joe Lunchbag over here. Yeah.
All right, man. So on the real, just how are you? How is life?
I'm good.
Some crazy awards and titles and things like wow. How surreal is life for you?
It is. Yes, surreal is the word I've been using all year. Just watching HQ grow the way it has, and then all the opportunities it's afforded me. I mean, we're coming up to the Super Bowl this year. Yeah. Last Super Bowl, I was out in Minneapolis. I'd never been to a Super Bowl in my life. There I am, not only like doing HQ live from this warehouse in Minneapolis at halftime, then rushing over to catch the fourth quarter, watching the Eagles win, going to a party with Joe Biden's there, Roger Goodell, Mandy Moore, Keegan-Michael Key, it was just surreal. Yeah, surreal. I just couldn't believe Joe Biden shaking my hand saying, "This guy's viral." I'm glad that's all he shook, but but no, it's it's been a year. It's just every month it seemed like The Rock, the biggest star in the world.
Yeah,
I'm in London filming with The Rock. He's putting me in a chokehold. You didn't see that part.
Is that one of the tricks too? Is that you can go to where they are in that moment in time, right? The Rock's in London. He's doing whatever incredible thing it is.
Promoting the 15 movies he's in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you guys can go out there and you can see The Rock, and, and he'll do a thing and hang out with you for a little
and I'm
bit.
going to. Can I announce this? I guess.
Do it. Give us
next week. This time I'll be in Australia.
What?
For a special event, an HQ special event. I can't tell you exactly what's happening, but I'm flying to Australia to do a show from there.
That is still a scoop, man.
Scoop. You just got scooped. We have not announced that yet. And I might get in trouble for it. This is live, right? Yeah.
This is live.
All right. You can't edit that out?
Yeah, I thought by now you'd be comfortable with the live thing.
Whoops.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. You didn't reveal anything, honestly, but the internet has already figured it out.
I'm hosting with a koala bear, if you want to know the truth.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. You're going down to a koala bear.
First time ever animal host.
Let me ask you this. Did you guys did this amazing thing recently with free rent for a year?
Yes.
Did you catch Rent last night? Did you watch any of it?
I was doing my show.
Yeah, well, I know, but you guys they were like 4 hours long. You could have caught some of it.
I couldn't do both. I prepped beforehand, and then I had to run. But no, Rent was... that was cool. We had Brandon Victor Dixon from the show, and then this woman in Virginia, Allison. I called her up after the show.
That's what I wanted to ask you about.
She won rent free or $25,000.
I was reading an article where she was talking about how she ignored the call the first time.
Yes, I had to call her back.
You had to call her back. How many calls were you giving her until you went to the next name on the list?
Yeah, she's lucky she picked up that second time. We've done that a couple times where we've called the person, and most of them they pick up. It's a strange number. I don't know why I wouldn't pick it up, but maybe people know now if you win HQ, you should keep your phone close and pick up a strange number because it could be me congratulating you on a huge check you just won.
It is a tough time for us to all, as a society, accept that we have to pick up strange numbers.
I know.
I feel like there's a lot of strange numbers coming
I'm getting them all the time. Yeah. Anybody else getting that all the time now? And they use your area code.
That's how they get you.
They screw you. That's how they get you.
They screw you.
And we're 914. We're both 914. And it starts with so I'm like, oh, 914. Is this?
I was like, oh, who wants to reconnect?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Is this my old first grade teacher, Mrs. Spielholtz, calling me? No. This is a spammer. So I block all those 914 numbers now.
I get so excited when I see it. I'm like, oh, somebody from home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope.
Sal's Pizza calling up.
Exactly.
They want me to give me a free pie.
This is the first official plug for Sal's Pizza, by the way.
That's right. You're
Mamaroneck.
We should say this. In full disclosure, Matt.
Yes.
Mamaroneck, Matt, Harris, and Scott. We grew up next to each other.
Nobody in this room is familiar with either of those places, I can tell you right now.
But didn't meet until today. But
it's true. Our paths have not crossed until this very moment.
We both eaten at Walter's Hot Dogs, probably.
Numerous times, yes. Do you have a preference? Have you gone back since they started the truck? By the way, this show has just turned into only things about Westchester.
Yes.
Don't go anywhere.
Westchester Live.
We're going to get granular as shit right
now.
All right?
The best
Let's
Chester.
get into it.
Yeah.
Let's
talk about more inviting topics.
I think so. I think we should be a little more inclusive.
Unless we had Walters for everybody, but we don't.
We do not. I did not plan ahead.
No.
That would have been a great idea. This is why you are where you are.
Yeah. You got to pre-produce. It's all about pre-production, Matt.
So let me ask you this. Let's go back for a second. You know, of all the amazing things that you have worked on, because you've worked on a ton of stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like, we know you for this now. This is where everybody's seeing you right now. But you've been in the game for a minute. I want to talk to you about your late night show in a minute.
More than a minute, I'd say.
Yeah, a couple of minutes.
13 years? How many minutes is that? Yeah.
I didn't watch Rent, so I don't know.
525.
But were you at all surprised, or did you see the writing on the wall that you knew this was going to be the thing that everyone would know? Like, when that moment came around, what were you thinking?
It took me by surprise, for sure. I mean, I had gone viral before. I hate that word, but that's what we use.
The parlance of our time.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have pneumonia, but I had these videos called Subway reading, reading fake books on the subway. I never really gave it a good name, but you know what they are. If you've seen them, if you've seen a guy reading inappropriate book titles on the subway, that was me. And that became like an Instagram meme and a Tumblr meme and all these things, and then the videos have gone viral. So that happened 2016, 2017, and then HQ came along. So when I got the call about HQ, I was about to move to LA. Yeah. I was ready to give up on New York. I put my time in here, 10 years, doing a live show called Running Late with Scott Rogowsky, which I still do. Yeah. Going to be doing that weekly starting in February here. So if you live in New York, check out that. But I thought, let me try this in LA. Let me pick up and move. HQ called. I got the audition. I got the role. And then, I was living at home with my parents back in Westchester because I gave up my apartment. I gave up my Brooklyn apartment, and I thought I was moving. And then I would end up commuting in every day, and then I had to find a place down in the city. So anyway, it started to really take off in November, December 2017, and then it was everywhere. And I truly thought when I first got the job, though, that this would be a stepping stone to gas station TV. You
could still get there.
Yeah, I'll be on Pump 3. Hey, there's a special on Kit Kats and Powerade if you want to, That's where I thought I was going. Maybe elevator TV next.
Yeah. Anywhere there's a screen.
Right, a screen.
Honestly, that's all we're looking for in doing this job.
But I truly, I heard about like Snapchat comedians, and I hated that idea. I just hated the idea that there's people out there that they're like, yo, what's up, fam? Check me out. Like, you know what it is? I'm out here. Like, and they're getting millions of views and dollars, and I didn't want to follow that path, but somehow, I became Livestreamer of the Year at the Shorty Awards. Like, that was the first sign. I was like, oh, I beat out Dick Vitale. And, of course, Vin Diesel was up for that, too. I beat Vin Diesel.
That's a fun thing to be able to say.
The only thing I could probably beat him in, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
not arm wrestling.
I'm sure it's a short... Yeah, that's definitely not one of those things. There's got to be more than one thing.
Maybe in baseball card collection? Yeah. I've got a pretty substantial collection.
It's an intense event to watch as well. It's one of my favorites. That and like professional darts are like two...
Flipping for cards. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm sorry, I got lost on the baseball card thing. I'm extrapolating that in my head right now.
If you want a Derek Jeter rookie, I got one for you.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Now I've got it in.
10.
There we are. That's what's been missing in my life. But here's the big question. You say suddenly it was everywhere. Was there, and this is such a, it's happened so quickly, but was there a moment where you realized, like, holy crap, man, this is really real. This is a real thing. I don't have to go, there's no dejected video of you going, hey, fam.
Yes.
Like that you didn't have to even try it. Like,
right.
You got to skip that.
I got to skip that. And it started, I guess, early on when there were only 1,000 people playing. Now you've seen, we've got 2.4 million people around the world.
Yeah.
When we had 1,000 people playing, I was in Soho near the office having lunch with my cousin, and this guy stops by. He's like, hey, man, you're on HQ, right? You're the guy. I'm like, yeah. There are 1,000 people playing, and you're one of them, and right here? And but the fact that he recognized me, and then more people started to recognize me, that's when I started to think there's some kind of connection with the fans. And I never, to be honest, I never knew, like, there's a reason why vloggers are so big and these Snapchat people are so big, is because they have this intimate connection with their audience. Yeah. Your face is right there on the screen. You're holding that phone. And it's a connection that you don't get on television. You don't get on any other kind of medium. So it's intense, man. The fans, I get letters now. I have a baseball card that Topps made of me. Yes, and people mail me the card to sign it, and they write me these long letters saying what an event HQ is. They play with their family every night, and I do live shows. I meet people. They say the same thing, and families coming out, kids, their parents. It cuts across generations, and it's still surreal to think about the impact that I'm having on families and offices, coworkers, strengthening their relationships. It's very cool.
Yeah, it is. It is a very intimate, personal experience, but people share it together. And talking about your live shows and saying that you've been in the game for a minute, as we said earlier.
Yeah.
You know, how has that energy changed? How has that morphed over time? Because you've been doing comedy for a while, and now all of a sudden this new audience is showing up. Did you have to start reconsidering what your material was like, or what you were talking about, or anything like that?
Yeah.
You have to be more cognizant of the audience.
I don't compromise the material, but there are some younger people coming up because it is big with kids and. They come with their parents, and I have to be cognizant of some of the words I use and the topics I talk about. But it is cool seeing this influx of people coming out the show. We sold out the New York Comedy Fest with John Oliver as my guest and Amos Lee, and are people coming for John Oliver? Yeah, sure. But now more people are coming out for HQ, and they want to hear me say, "Let's get down to the nitty gritty." And what up, HQties? Like I got, so I'm throwing in some of the catchphrases that I've.
It's too soon for you to be tired of any of that.
No,
yet. No, not at all.
No,
it's still
of course
fun.
not. And look, if 50 years from now someone says HQty, on the street, I'll take it. Yeah. It's better than saying get out of the way, you bum. You old man.
Which is inevitable for all of us, is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah, at some point we're going to hear
People are going to yell
that.
something at you at some point. It may as well be something you did 50 years ago.
I saw in reading about your show, John Oliver, I believe you called him your white whale.
Yeah.
You wanted to talk to him for a long time.
9 years I emailed
9
with
years.
John Oliver to book him.
Wow, really?
Uh-huh.
And
it paid off.
When they finally said yes, did you think it was a scam? Did you think?
It was like he's like brace yourself. I think I can do it because that guy, the guy is traveling every week. He's doing a show. He's in Moscow. He's in London. I mean, he had 2 babies over the course of my correspondence. Like he's a busy man, so I couldn't fault him. But I mean, just the most generous guy too, because he always responds. He always said, "I'm sorry, I can't make it." 9 years, persistence pays off, kids. That's the advice there, and it was probably the most fun show I've ever done.
How did you prepare going into that? Something that you've built up in your head
Yeah,
for 9 years.
I know.
How did you not freak out?
Well, that's it. Well, how are you not freaking out now? You've had a year.
I've been thinking about you consistently for easily 9 minutes.
Yeah, 9 minutes, right. Who's on the show today? Oh, okay. No, it was. But you have to sort of pare back. You can't come out there with everything because then they get bogged down into the details. So I kept it top level and I tried to keep my cool. And it was a really fun interview, and we played some games. It was good.
Now? There you go. You've done it. Who's next on the list? Who is your second white whale?
Jeez, I've gotten so many of them. I've been fortunate. Paul Rudd. I got John Hamm. Chris Elliott, David Cross, Amy Sedaris. I've had so many wonderful guests. We've got some people on the horizon here. Lady Gaga, why not? Let's throw that out there.
Throw something in the universe.
Yeah. A Star is Born.
Right
Yeah, she's not doing anything. She's not getting nominated for anything.
No, she's not terribly busy.
Yeah.
I've seen her do more.
Yeah, and she's a city girl.
Exactly.
Stephanie Germanotta. I know your real name. I've seen those videos of you playing in the Village.
Yes, the ones just against the brick wall on the piano.
Exactly.
Oh, she's a regular person.
But again, another example of just, overnight success, but people think it's overnight, but it takes many
forever.
years.
Persistence is key.
Yeah. Maybe I should change my name.
To be clear for the record, when we're saying all these amazing guests, we're talking about running late. We're talking about,
And HQ too. Look at that.
we saw the video.
Yeah.
You had the freaking, you had Elmo and the Rock for crying out loud.
Run the gamut.
Yeah, exactly. You had them all. What was it like working with The Rock? Just real quick, he is an energy and a force, is he not?
Yeah, he is. I know you love him.
That's my personal white.
That's
my white whale.
Your white whale.
I love John Oliver. I'd love to have him in the chair right now. But The Rock, obviously, Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Alcatraz Johnson.
Yeah, he's the guy.
He is genuinely, and I've read interviews about him going into it too, but he'll look you in the eye, he'll remember your name, all the crew, everybody.
Incredible.
Just a teddy bear, a giant teddy bear, and a wonderful, kind soul, and funny too, just genuinely funny. And there's a reason he is #1 in everything he does.
He strikes me as one of those people that smells really good, and you smell him before he even walks in the room. You know what I mean? Like when people are really nice and rich, they smell amazing, and you know before they even enter the room that you're in, you're like, oh, the Beyonce's here. Like, you know what I mean? Like you would know when Beyonce's in the building. I feel like he's at that level. You would know.
He smells like success.
Does he?
Yeah. Smells like money. Yeah, he's got a lot of it.
2018 New Yorker of the Year. Some would say you smell like success as well, sir.
Yeah, and the little spearmint. I think that's what I use.
Well, okay, so that's what I'm picking up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was a Trident house.
I had a lavender matcha earlier. Maybe that's coming off on the breath.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't brushed my teeth.
You're really gunning for that 2019.
Oh yeah. It's hot right now. Matcha, baby.
Dude, with such an incredible year last year, as we've talked about thus far, did you even set a resolution for this year? Like, where do you even go after all of those incredible things? Like, how do you aim to do more, to be better? Like,
it's just we want to keep. HQ's expanding. We have a new show now, HQ Words, and we're going to be hopefully releasing more shows this year. So building out the network on the HQ side. Running late. I'm going weekly. Like I said, Subculture, this great venue downtown. Never done it weekly before, so that's going to be a real challenge to book those guests and keep doing it, and maybe get some distribution there. So, I'd like to have that talk show on a network at some point.
Are you going to be doing? I'll hold for applause for sure. Are you going to be running late? And maintaining your schedule with HQ, like are you going to be able to balance those two things?
Yeah, we're doing running late at 10:30. It'll start at I'll do 9 HQ at 9. I'll head over there. Start at 10:30. It'll be a late night on a Thursday. Yeah. But I think we could come out. New York City will come out for that, right? Thursday night, 10:30. It's not too late. City never sleeps.
You've got at least 2.5 people that just applauded for that.
There you go.
Right now. There we come on, guys. We're going to be there, aren't we?
These people are bussed in from Connecticut, I think. I don't know. I don't know where you're getting your audience.
No, you can tell they're New Yorkers.
Hostages, aren't they? You guys are hostages.
You get all those couches have seatbelts. You don't realize. Yeah, Well, you could tell they're from New York because when we mentioned Sal's, no response.
Right.
That's a city person right there.
Right. They want their Prince Street pizza.
Exactly. Yeah. No time for that Westchester pizza.
My. But you guys are missing out. The best Sicilian slice.
Exactly. Did you ever put chicken on it? Do Sicilian a little bit of chicken?
That's not kosher. It's not kosher. No.
I've deviated yet again with the pizza. All right, so we've got the new shows. You're going to go weekly with Running Late. Well, anything else you're really excited about this year? Are those the big things right now?
Yeah, we're doing a lot more. Huge. We're doing a lot more theme nights on HQ. That's good. We did Parks and Rec last week with
John Glazer.
John Glazer, Councilman Jam. You got jammed.
He's amazing.
We're doing Gilmore Girls this Thursday at 9:00. Yeah,
fun.
Going to Lorelai and Rory. We're going to check in with them, and we've got we have a whole slate. All the writers. We had a meeting just now to think about future themes. So Marvel movies coming up.
You're writing for the show as well. You're not just showing up and hosting and then getting out of there.
Well, yeah. I mean, I write the scripts, and we have a team of writers that do the questions, and they're phenomenal in researching, make sure they don't get. And in the early days, I was writing the questions until I realized, Tucson's not the capital of Arizona. Turns out, got that wrong. Got a few other things wrong, and they hired writers to help me. Yeah, so could not do them without them. Yeah.
It was funny the other night we were watching. Well, forget that. Let me ask you this. What else? So you've hired some writers. I saw a thing. Now you get makeup. What else has changed on the back end for you guys as the show has grown? You're like, that's a nice thing for us to have now as you've watched everything expand.
The hair and makeup was nice. That took 6 months.
That took a while.
I'm still waiting for the IFB. But I think that just was ordered last week.
Really? You guys
that
IFB?
should be coming soon. But no, it's grown. The office has grown. We moved offices. We have nice catered lunches now.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, it's
that's a perk.
It's legit.
That's
we've gone pro. Yeah. It's wonderful. I mean, we have such a great team working, and everyone. I mean, the engineers, the producers, the graphics people, the best graphics, the music. It's all. I mean, look at this. It's just the logo design. That's what, that's what separates us. I think. I mean, we started this genre. We were the first in the space, and we're still number one by many miles. If I can brag.
Please do.
If I,
it's literally why you're here.
Yeah, exactly. So but again, it's just the team effort that goes into this. I mean, it's a wonderful team.
You can tell watching it that you guys got a solid team behind that. All the graphics, the way everything's timed out, all the stuff that you guys are doing. And then what I love is it's also very loose and very fun and casual at the same time. And it's a lot of work to make something look that easy.
Right.
To have like John Glazer walk in and just be able to have fun and mess around with you the way you guys were messing around.
Exactly.
There's a lot of pre-production that goes.
That's right. When it's firing all cylinders, you don't notice the production that goes into it. Yeah.
I just to make sure I didn't mess up your tune in here. I got it all for you written down. If you guys don't already have it, get the app. That's step number one.
Yeah.
Not just on your mobile device, it's on Apple TV as well. I saw that.
That's right.
All right, and it's live Monday through Friday, 3 and 9 p.m. Eastern.
Well, we have Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 now.
Yeah.
Every night at 9 p.m. 7 days a week.
Every night, 7 days a week, 9 p.m.
Yeah, and Words is on at 9:30 with Anna Roisman hosting that show. We have HQ Sports with Lauren Gambino hosting that show. So we have really 3 distinct shows now.
Yeah.
HQ Trivia, download in the App Store and Google Play.
And check it out for sure. And then Running Late
free.
when
we give out money. I mean, why not?
Why not?
Yeah, you saw the money we're giving out. It's crazy. Millions and millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars. Free rent for a year.
Free rent for a year.
That lady literally, it changed her life.
Yeah, it's free and worth it, folks.
Yeah.
HQ.
And Running Late. When do people find out more about Running Late?
Yeah, well, you can go to scottrogowsky.com or runninglateshow.com.
Yeah.
We'll be putting the dates up soon on that. And I'm doing some live shows around the area. So
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, we're not done just yet. We've got some questions, but I want to make sure we get the business out of the way. We've got a Twitter question here. This one comes to us from at PhilipLouis01. And he says, what's your favorite theme night thus far, and what theme night would you love to see this year?
Ooh,
these are great questions. Thank you, Philip.
Thank you, Philip. We did a Simpsons theme night not too long ago, and Simpsons has been my favorite show for 20 years. I mean, it's been on the air for more than 20 years. God, how old am I now? 25 years. So that was to be able to do all my Simpsons references, which I do normally on the show. Yeah. Now I got to construct an entire show around Simpsons references. That was fun, and dress up like Troy McClure and do I am Troy McClure. You might remember me from such savage questions as well. We had The Office with Ellie Kemper. That was great. I mean, John Mayer came by, and I got to do a little Grateful Dead. Secret theme. It wasn't a Grateful Dead night theme, but I sort of snuck those in there. And going forward, I mentioned the Grateful Dead. I mean, I do a lot of Fish references, the band Fish. If we could somehow, even if it's just some kind of like rock music theme night, and I can get maybe Trey, the lead singer, on the show with me, that would be the next dream.
Forgive my ignorance, man. You guys have you had anyone from The Simpsons at all? Have you?
Like Mo?
Voice actor?
No, actually, we tried to get Hank Azaria. We'd love to get him on.
Anybody like that?
He was busy, but we'll I think we can work that out.
So that's kind of, you'd probably geek out a little bit over that then, wouldn't you?
Yes. Yeah. We should do Simpsons again. I think we will. Yeah.
That'd be a ton of fun.
Oh my gosh.
We've got one question from our audience here in the room. I'm going to turn it over to you right now. You should have a microphone. Come on down.
Going back to your fans recognizing you, do you ever meet, or do you ever, your friends, or do you ever meet anyone just, out and about, and they're like, hey, like, can you quiz me right now?
Do people ask?
Do quiz on demand.
Your job right now?
On-demand quiz. Do you want me to quiz you right now? Where did I get the shirt?
J. Crew.
Joseph A. Bank. You're wrong. No, I bought one, I got 20 free. That's how that works.
That works, yeah.
No, I mean, no. Thankfully, it's like when comedians face this problem all the time. When if you're at a party or something, oh, you do comedy? Tell me a joke. Yeah. Tell me just like it's like if you say you're a doctor, they don't ask you to operate on you. But not the good ones. No, no one's asked me to quiz them, and thankfully. But if they did, I'd slap them. I think. No. Here's my quiz.
Yeah.
How many knuckles do I have in my fist? No violence.
Become that guy.
No, I'm going to become that guy. Alec Baldwin. That's my. I'm going to start punching out photographers. I have to now. But that's a great question.
That is a great question, and if people weren't doing that, it's going to start now.
Yeah,
you've just invited it,
perfect.
I think, into your life. I hope not. Sincerely, I don't want to see you have to slap people.
No, I'd rather.
You're better than that.
Yeah, I'll slap people with a sticker. I carry HQ stickers with me.
Perfect, right on the back.
Yeah, exactly.
Like an approval kind of thing.
Yeah.
Scott, obviously, I got to let you go. You've got a show to run.
I know.
A lot of stuff
prep
to do.
the show.
I got to let you get out of here. But I want to congratulate you again, man. Not just an amazing year last year, but all the great stuff you got going on now. I'm excited for Running Late to be weekly. That's going to be so cool.
Yeah.
And I want to thank you for coming and hanging out with us, man. This was so great.
Thank you for having me. I actually walk by this place all the time. This used to be the MLB Fan Cave.
Correct. And before that, bonus, I'm quizzing you. What was it before the MLB
Before
Fan
that?
Cave? You weren't here, but maybe you've heard it.
I know. I was.
Hang on, people are like raising. You work here. You can't.
Was it the MakerBot thing? Is that somewhere else?
No. I don't know how to give a hint.
A GNC. Dwayne Reed.
No, it wasn't a Dwayne Reed. That would be great if we just moved them across the street.
Yeah.
Tower Records.
Tower Records.
Yeah.
Oh.
Used to be the home of a Tower
Tower Records was on 14th Street, too.
I think there was more than one.
More than one? Yeah, probably.
There's one in Yonkers, too.
Tower right now.
I know of 3.
Long gone.
Yeah, well, it's a different time. We're dinosaurs, Scott.
We are dinosaurs. But no, I used to walk.
by
My point is, I used to walk by and say, "Oh, this Build series. I want to be part of this," and here I am. See, if you dream it, it happens. The secret works.
You put it out. Put it out into the universe. Power of positive thinking.
It also helps getting a new PR company. That helps too.
Oh, that doesn't. Yeah. Well, thank you to them as well.
Yeah, covert.
I had a blast with you, man. Thanks.
Yeah,
Sincerely.
thank you,
it was
man.
so nice to finally get you on the show and talk to you. You know where it is. You know how to watch it. One more time, everybody, please make a ridiculous amount of noise for Scott Rogowsky right now. Come on.
That's too much noise.
No,
That's too
more.
much noise. No.